another one. And this article came from WESH2news.com. So there is currently an investigation going on after a Hyundai SUV fire ruined Central Florida home, destroying 2 vehicles. But let me play this video.
The first time you connected your website and your store was also the first time you realized
We can do anything.
After these commercials.
Okay, cookies? The Chookie!
An Ocala couple's home may be condemned after a fire that appears to have started in one of the vehicles in their garage.
WESH 2 Investigates has been looking into spontaneous fires in Korean-made Hyundai and Kia vehicles for more than 4 years.
Tonight, WESH 2 News investigative reporter Greg Fox explains why safety experts believe this could have been prevented.
Melting off the bottom, and flames were coming out the front and the side, totally engulfing the front.
John Donaldson showed me his burned 2014 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport, the one his wife Joanne drives. It's inside the charred carport.
My car's on fire in my carport. Oh my God.
That looked like this the night of November 10th when firefighters fought the flames that tore through the house.
We could see flames shooting all the way to the top of the ceiling in the garage, and at that point we just got out of the house as fast as we could.
The kitchen and several rooms are ruined. Smoke damaged every wall and ceiling in the home, and losses are estimated at over $100,000. Donaldson says the Santa Fe's brake warning light came on earlier in the day, and it made strange noises in the hours before the fire broke out. Fire investigators later wrote in their report, the area of origin appears to be the Hyundai engine.
I think we were just thankful at that moment that we weren't in the house, that it wasn't a little bit later when we were asleep, or it wasn't a little bit earlier when we were driving around town. We were feeling very protected by God, that God really had watched over us in that moment.
It's not just the Donaldson's Hyundai that burned and the carport that burned and part of the house that burned, but take a look right next to it here in the carport, a 2000 convertible Jaguar, total loss. The vehicle had already been inspected for a 2020 recall involving the anti-lock brake system posing a risk of fire. That inspection was done at a Hyundai dealership. The invoice indicates the recall was addressed and the car was returned to the Donaldsons on April 25, 2021. Just 3 days later, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, posted a new and similar recall involving the anti-lock brake system and citing a fire risk when parked. That means they should have parked outside and away from structures. But the Donaldsons say they never got that notice from Hyundai.
Obviously, if we had known that, we probably would have got rid of the car, but we certainly wouldn't have parked it in the carport. Yeah, we were mad, I think, after the fact that we didn't know. How did we not know about that? Because, I mean, that's something that can take your life.
It's something that's a serious issue.
Auto safety groups say what happened to the Donaldsons is a sign of a much bigger problem. The government requiring automakers to notify people of safety recalls only by U.S. mail, a 55-year-old rule that's considered antiquated and flawed.
The problem in this case is that, the recall remedy was sitting there for a year plus, and these folks didn't find out about it and didn't know to park their car outside. And that points to, a larger issue with communication.
NHTSA is reviewing a proposed rule change that would require notification by electronic means in addition to notification by first-class mail. That means email or text messages. Exactly when that will happen is unclear. As for the Donaldsons, they're replacing the Hyundai SUV with an insurance claim check, while figuring out if they can afford to repair or replace their burned home and property. In Marion County, Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.
Hyundai declined our request for an interview and also did not respond to the Donaldsons' claims that they were not notified of the current recall on their vehicle. The company did issue a statement saying Hyundai is aware of this incident and has been in contact with the customer to ensure they are taken care of. Customer safety is always Hyundai's top priority, and we are in the process of conducting an investigation to try and determine the cause of this fire. Since 2015, nearly 8 million Hyundai and Kia vehicles have been recalled due to engine problems and fire risk.
Okay, y'all heard the vehicle. Are y'all surprised that Hyundai didn't? They couldn't reach Hyundai for week for comment? Because I'm not. I'm not surprised by that at all. And you know why they didn't? You know why these people didn't know what in the world these recalls? It probably because they didn't, not because they didn't want to know about the recall. Because, and this touch on something I mentioned before in the past. Everybody who has these cars that just happen to have recall. Not everybody is going to have time to see everything because they dealing with things they got to take care of in their own life, and because they got to deal with stuff they got to take care in their own personal life, they're not going to have time to see these recall notice or recall notification. But I'm glad that these people wasn't in the house when the fire happened. I'm glad they didn't get caught in that, because that would have been tragic. And number two, Hyundai need to be held accountable, because you know what? Like they mentioned in the news clip about the engine and all the other things that went down with the recall. You know, Hyundai and the Kia was once recalled for a defective engine. I'm gonna say this: if the engine turns out to be the was the responsibility for these fires, if the fire happened because of the defective engine or anything else that's going on with the Hyundai car, let me tell you something. Whether these people want to wear the recall notice or not, something need to be done by these people for real, because these Hyundai car and the Kia car that keep being on the recall list for so many defective things. First of all, it's an outrage, and they make about like this family on this video make like one of many who had a close call with these cars. You guys who subscribe my channel, you watch my channel long enough, you would know I did a video on another brand of car that got recalled, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was either a Kia or Hyundai. Their car just caught on fire. Just randomly. They was at a gas. Somebody was I think the person was at a gas station. They get gas, and they called this randomly start smoking, start catching on fire. So these vehicles got a little bit of history of defective parts that can cause a fire. But this is absolutely ridiculous. This type of stuff has been going on repeatedly. And I'm curious to find out that due to the fact that Hyundai didn't want to respond to the request for comment or request for interview, I gotta wonder, did Hyundai, did they truly actually send a recall notice out there, because they don't want to also they don't want to come out for an interview or respond to what happened to the situation. Yeah, they send out stick, but still, you all don't want to come out and say something, especially if this is your brand of car that just happened to, that caused all this. So you think your company will want to respond to it, but no, not in this case. Because I'm not surprised. They don't, every time something happens, they don't never want to respond to nothing. But y'all let me know what you think about this. But this, like I said, I'm glad these two didn't. I'm glad these couple did not get caught in that fire. But somebody needs to be held responsible for this, because this don't make no sense. But Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, and I'll see y'all in my next video.